So I had a teacher years and years ago back in high school, and he told me that the difference between something that's good and something that's great is exponential. It's not just linear. Like if you want to record a video and you want to edit that and you want to make it great, it's like 15 times harder. And so I try to, whenever I'm working on a project, I try to reflect that idea by just doing repetition after repetition after repetition. So this folder right here is full of stuff that I was working on for an executive summary for the very first round of like a business plan competition when I was in college. This was in 2024, earlier this year, and it's a single page of paper. And the page of paper is basically describing everything about a business plan that you have. And if you win, you make some money. But this thing, the reason that I was able to get to the next round isn't because I had, like the perfect idea. It isn't because I had the best color scheme or anything like that. It's because I did it like 15 times. I mean, each one of these files right here is a version of the executive summary that I created. And I iterated, and the final thing looks completely different than anything you see in this folder. So that's just an example of an idea that I think is really, really valuable. It's that sometimes the result that you get is actually going to be directly related to the time that you put in for it. And if you want something that's good, you're going to follow the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. You're going to get 80% of the value with 20% of the initial setup and work, and you'll get something that's pretty good. But then the final 80% of effort, that is going to get you that final 20% of the way to great. It's just that's the slog. That's where it becomes like a, maybe the word is a logarithmic function. It starts off, every increment, every step, every piece of work that you do has a high output, and then over time it's like, oh, you're slowing down. Um, I think that really holds true for a lot of things. The quality is in the final 80% of work that gets you the least amount of value, but it gets you slowly ahead of the rest of the competition. Just a thought.